I'm JT Smith. I fight at Champions Boxing in Pelham, Alabama, and I fight at 150.
JT, man, how are you feeling going into this fight, man? How you feeling? How you feeling going into Saturday, man, for the Silver Gloves?
I'm feeling good, man. I trust my coaches and everything like that, and I've been training for a good minute for like 2 months. So this will be my 5th fight. This is more of like a step up fight for me. This guy got 11 fights. But, I asked for this fight, so this is really what I need, to get where I need to be at the next level to get me ready for the nationals and everything like that in the near future. But I'm just taking my time, trusting the process, trusting my coaches, and just following God's plan, and just going with the flow, man. Pretty much.
I got you, man. Well, you say you've been preparing, man. How is this? Take us through a day-by-day routine of, this fight camp, man. How's the day-to-day life been from diets? Maybe you had to cut weight, from coming in here and training, man. How's it like?
With that, also work, but outside of that, if I have some like certain days off, I come in here, I'll probably do a lot of cardio, like jump rope, running miles, sprints, bag work. Depending on the coaches, like who's here on specific days, I just do like some strength and conditioning with Coach Jake over there. So there's a lot of conditioning work, speeds. I feel like it's my best tool, my speed work, footwork, and everything like that. So diet wise, I just eat clean pretty much. There's a lot of lean foods, like a lot of greens and stuff like that.
All right, and you said that your opponent has 11 fights. And you've seen the confidence to know your opponent. Like, what do you feel like are his strengths and his weaknesses? Where can you beat him best at?
Well, first I'm gonna say he's gonna be a great opponent. I'm gonna say that. Second, I feel like his biggest strength is, he throw a lot of combination punches and he got some speed on him. But weaknesses, I can't tell by like videos or whatever. It's like they can change it up, in a fight, But the only thing I'm gonna say is, I'm gonna go in there and just do me, and just trust the process and trust the plan that my coaches got for me, and just trust myself, because I know at the end of the day, they fight everybody else, but they haven't fought me yet. So that's just, just gotta give them that type of energy where, whatever. I don't know, man.
All right. And speaking of which, how do you visualize, this fight going? Do you see like a knockout stop, decision win? How do you visualize this fight going?
With me jumping to 4 fights to find a guy, have 11 fights. I mean, it can probably go to like a decision or whatever, but like he's a great opponent. So, but if I see the opportunity, I'm gonna take it.
All right, and you say you have 5 fights. This is your 5th fight?
Yeah, this is my 5th fight. Yeah.
What have you learned from past fights to better you in this on Saturday? This Saturday. What mistakes and what lessons have you learned from previous fights?
Just me trusting myself and just being patient, and that's one thing I've been working on a lot.
All right, man. Final question, man. What motivates you? What keeps you going? Okay, I can do this boxing thing. I can be a fighter. I can make it to the next level. Because you say you got a job. And I know it's a grueling task. Come work a job and then go and chase your dream, especially when it involves physical activity, especially boxing. So how do you feel like? I mean, what keeps you going? What keeps you going?
That's a really honestly, it's more like just a family, stuff like that. But I also had a brother that committed suicide a couple months ago. So that's one of them things where like I made him a promise. So that's something I got to keep. You know what I'm saying? So that's what keeps me driving and keep making me getting better every day, man. So he's my main priority, and keeping that promise to him. So.
Well, Mr. JT, that's very, very inspirational, if I do say so myself, man. Hey, man, God bless you. Good luck with the fight, brother.
Appreciate it, man.
My name is Giovanni Falcone. I fought at Champions Boxing at Youth Men's 132.
Mr. Giovanni, how are you doing today, man?
Oh, I'm feeling great, bro. I'm just ready to get in there and work Saturday.
That's good, man. Hey, you got a fight coming up this Saturday, man. What weight class you fight out of again?
132.
132. All right, man. Hey, take us through this fight week, man. How have you been like preparing this whole camp? Actually, have you been preparing? Like, what's the daily routines looking like?
I've been great. You know, I'm in the gym about 6 days a week right now. Sparring probably 2 days a week, 3 days a week. Main thing, just keeping my body feeling good, drinking a lot of water. So that's really it for real.
That's good, man. So, tell us real quick, how you feel about your opponent, man. What's his strengths, like his weaknesses, like, and what do you feel like you can get him at?
I mean, for real, in the amateurs, like it's hard to find stuff on your opponent. And I don't even worry about my opponent. I'll just go into it and I'm gonna walk it down, whatever I go against, and they ain't got nothing for me. So I'm gonna do what I do.
I feel that, man. I feel that. Okay, so with that being said, right? How you visualizing this fight going? Are you seeing like a knockout, a stoppage, TKO? You know, like what are you feeling like, man?
I mean, if the stoppage comes, but you know what I'm saying, like I said, I'm gonna get in there and do what I do. We probably gonna hand out multiple 8 counts because he's not gonna be ready for my speed and power. So I'm putting belt either way. It don't matter to me.
I feel that, man. All right, man. Last question though, man. What keeps you in the boxing? What motivates you to keep like, hey, like I really want to be like a fighter. I really want to do this.
For real, probably. I mean, all my family around me and stuff. That always helps because they always motivate me. But you know, I try to think about the things that made me start this, like in the first place. Which is people always saying I was too skinny to do this. You know what I'm saying? Too skinny for all my other sports and all that. So when I found this, like, just that love I have for this is my first love. So that's always gonna be my biggest motivation for this.
All right, man. Well, we appreciate you, man. Hey, this is another episode of just Ring Warriors. We in Champions Boxing down here in Pelham. Mr. Giovanni.
Yes, sir.
Hey, man. Hoping for a stoppage, man.
Appreciate
I'm Ari Clark. I fight out at Champions Boxing, Pelham, Alabama, and I fight in 140, 154.
Here again with Mr. Ari Clark. Mr. Ari Clark, how you doing today, sir?
I'm doing good. What about you?
Good, man. Make sure you hold that mic out here. There, you get right there. All right, man. So take us through this whole fight camp, man. How you been feeling? What's the day-to-day routine looking like? You know, in preparation to this fight.
I mean, you know, we came in a fight camp, just coming in hard. You know what I'm saying? Working hard on the bag, keeping my endurance up. You know, sparring a lot, just eating good, eating my right diet, making sure that I'm maintaining my weight and everything. Just making sure my endurance right, mainly.
All right, how do you feel about your opponent? You know, what are his strengths and weaknesses, and what do you feel like you'll beat him best at?
I haven't really watched my opponent. I know he's a southpaw, and I think that I will dominate him on the outside. Anytime that he tries to come in, I'm going to just maintain my distance, you know, and just dominate him from the outside. That's my main purpose. Keep that jab in his face the whole time.
All right, what have you learned from some of your past fights, or is this your first fight?
This is my first fight.
Oh, snap. Okay. So in that case, then how you feel? So are there any like nerves, or are you really like confident going into this first fight? Like I've been waiting on this.
I'm very confident coming into this fight. You know, I've been wanting to fight for a long time. I've been training for a long time, and you know, I'm gonna be nervous going in there, but I know that I got what it takes to come out on top. So I'm not nervous at all.
All right, and what do you feel like motivates you to like say like, okay, like I want to be a fighter, and then like what will keep me in this fight game is this, or maybe that person. Like what is it for you?
For me, it's just like being good at boxing. Like I wasn't really good at other sports. So when I came into boxing, I found like a sport that I was good at. So that's what keeps me motivated. And I love just getting better every day, just grinding. I love that.
Well, we appreciate you, Mr. Ari Clark, man. Hey, good luck on your fight, man. You know, good luck on your fight. You know, all the best. We hoping for like to see a stoppage, knockout, something. I know it's amateurs, but anything can happen, man. Appreciate it, sir.
Appreciate it.
Hey, shout out Ring Warriors, man.
My name is Brennan Odin. I fight out of Champions Boxing, and I fight at 156 pounds.
Coming up, man, another bout for you, man. I know you're probably one of the most premier amateurs out there right now. Take us through this. Take us through this fight camp for one. Tell us what this day by day routine from cutting weight to coming here training to maybe even if you have a job on the side. Tell us how it's always been working out for you.
Well, I'm gonna be honest. As far as camp, I'm always working. So
Mhm.
I'm not being funny. Like, I'm always doing something as far as boxing. So I'm always, I guess say in camp, but I don't typically call it camp because I'm always looking at boxing. I'm looking at it. I'm thinking about it in the gym. So
The lifestyle.
it's a lifestyle.
Good to hear, man. It's good to hear. It seems like you're real focused. And speaking of focus, man, you say what I'm saying. You watch boxing all the time. All you do is boxing. Tell us about how you've been studying your opponent. What do you know about him? What are his strengths, weaknesses? What do you think he brings to the table, and how do you think you're going to beat him on Saturday?
Um, I've seen a little bit of my opponent. I haven't really studied him because anything can change on fight night or fight day, however you want to say it. But 3 rounds, we pushed for 3 minutes. He agreed to 3 minutes. I got him at 154 pounds. That's why I got on the Sonics. Now I'm losing the weight. But as far as my opponent, I think I do better when I don't think about my opponent.
Mm.
When I just go in and flow, I can make adjustments quicker instead of having a pre-plan. Because anything changes, then sometimes you panic.
Understandable. And speaking of opponents, well, not opponents but bouts. This is your what
22nd.
22nd amateur fight, man. And I heard from some sources that you were planning on going pro sometime soon. Tell us what that transition is like for you in the moment.
It doesn't truly feel like a transition. Probably not as much as I feel like a lot of amateurs. I was trained by a professional, an old professional. He's from California, and that experience translated through me, not only through training but through mindset. So, since the early days of me being in the gym, I've always been around professionals, even outside of my coach. I trained with them, been around them, sparred them 3 minutes for 4 rounds, 6 rounds, 8, 12. If my coach called for it, I gave it to him. So it doesn't feel like a true transition to me. It's not as heavy. I'll say that the weight isn't as heavy because I feel like I've been doing this since I started, and I've been preparing for it since I started. So,
And one last question, man. I asked, and I'll let you get back to training, man. Tell us, man. Tell the audience what keeps you motivated and what keeps you going in this fight game. You said this is your 22nd bout. Yeah. Tell us what keeps you in there. What makes you think, okay, like I can keep going even at the next level. I can take this on.
this is something I love to do, and it's that simple. It's something about the gym, and I'm not even sure it's community. It's something individual I really love about boxing. Um, Everyone's had their hardships, dark times, XYZ, but boxing for me, it hits every mark, and it's indescribable for me. Like, I get a rush from this that I haven't got a rush from doing anything else, any other sport, activity, nothing. So,
Ladies and gentlemen, you heard it here first. A true competitor at heart, a true love for the game from Mr. Brennan. Sir, good luck to you, man. God bless you, sir. Thank you.